So I wouldn't go so far as to calling it the Hall of Mosses.
No.
For a professional opinion, let's go to Mr. Wallaby.
This would be much more considered a foyer of moss, if you will.
What's up, everybody? It's about 7:30 a.m. headed to the airport right now. I'm flying out to the Pacific Northwest. That's Washington, Oregon, the coastline, some inland locations. We still got this global pandemic thing going on, but restrictions are starting to ease up. Things are opening back up. So domestic travel is still cool. International travel is not very possible. A lot of countries still have the borders closed down. So limiting my travel to domestic locations right now. I put my research guide together, my location guide, and there's just like so many waterfalls, mountains, lakes, beach, seascapes, so much to see out there. I'm not really gonna make it to everything on my list, but I got my key locations already picked out, itinerary all put together. Call an Uber right now, and I'll see you guys in Washington. I've arrived here in Seattle, picked up the rental car just now. Gonna go off and get some food, probably check into the hostel and then do a supply run. We got a nice spacious minivan this time. It's gonna be me and Amir, possibly Luke joining. We're gonna be cruising out to Olympic Peninsula tomorrow. A trip to Seattle isn't complete without a visit to the CHAZ zone. So we are here at the HOH Forest Trail. We're gonna begin the hike here, scoping for wildlife and finding out why they call it the HOH Rainforest. A couple shots to get here, some cool stuff with the ferns and the Hall of Mosses. And
absolutely magnificent!
This is our
really,
tour guide, Sir.
Really, I mean,
Just
like the thickness of this forest is just, my God, George.
So we're here at Ruby Beach. We had a slight change of plans as we were headed up to Rialto and La Push. We were notified that La Push was closed off, so we instead were gonna head to Rialto. And of course we head to Rialto and that's blocked off. Zip down here, 35 minutes drive. We got 2 time lapses set up. Hit up a few photos there on the beach, a little bit of video. Probably gonna stick around and shoot Astro here. This shifts the schedule a little bit, so we might be heading south a little bit a day earlier than expected. Just kind of working with the situations, conditions. Sunset conditions aren't the best. A little bit of color in the sky, nothing too dramatic. So I just finished up a really quick Astro session here at Ruby Beach. Unfortunately, because it's the summer solstice, the actual window of time we have to shoot the Milky Way is literally like an hour and 20 minutes. PNW trip, day 2. We have become hipsters, sleeping on the beach. We're here at Mount Rainier. You can see it behind me. We actually were on the trail to get to Spray Falls, but unfortunately at about 5 miles before the end of the trail, the road is blocked off, and I'm not really willing to hike the whole way. So came back down the trail a little bit, did a time lapse of the mountain over here, and headed right now to Lake Tipso.
It is late June, but the wild amias still feed by the lake, although it is semi-melted and thawed out by this time. Searching for salmon in these waters is rarely fruitful.
We're on location at Little Tipso. Needless to say, I think I found the right location to shoot.
The photographer spot.
Judging by how many people. So waiting on some nice colors here, and it's looking promising. So I just finished up a quick little astrophotography shoot up here in Mount Rainier. I didn't have such high hopes here because there's a little bit of light pollution over by Mount Rainier. So my compositions were over here by Little Lake Tipso, using the reflection. Not really going to shoot any sunrise this morning because from what I hear, the sun doesn't really hit Mount Rainier at the right angle. So we're going to take advantage of this to drive down to Portland. I think it's about a 3-hour drive. And then from there, we're going to be checking out Columbia River Gorge and some waterfalls and locations along that way.